Hello, my dear learners, how are you? I hope you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Dear learners, in the midterm, we are taking assignment from the students of class 6, 7, 8 and 9. So, today I am going to start a class for the students of class 9. This is Mr. Shahidul Islam, an English teacher, Monthly High School and College. Dear learners, we know all of us interested to listen the story, different types of story, and I am also like to hear the story from my elders person. For this reason, today I will go to read you a story, and the name of my story is The Story of Lipi. Dear learners, in your textbook at the page number 50, you can find the story of Lipi. So now I will tell the story of Lipi. Lipi, a young girl of 15, reads in a class 9 in rural school, Rangpur. Lipi is the eldest of 5 children, 3 daughters and 2 sons. Their father is a day laborer working on other people's land, and mother is a homemaker and a part-time worker at other people's homes. The parents, particularly the mother, found it real difficult to raise 5 children on the small income the father could earn. Perhaps that is why Lipi's father wanted to marry her off. But Lipi was not ready to accept what her parents wanted to impose on her. She wanted to pursue her education. Her mother stood by her, though secretly. When her father arranged her marriage with Taramia, the only son of a farmer in the same village, she became greatly upset. Taramia was a widower, illiterate but well off. His father had a few acres of land and was influential in the village. The marriage seemed to be inevitable. Lipi, to say this, Lipi first talked with her classmates and then with the head teacher, who was very sympathetic to her. He called a meeting of teachers and students of the school. He also invited the school managing committee members and some respectable person of the village to attend the meeting. The head teacher explained in detail the serious consequences that would follow Lipi's marriage. She would be having children from very early age, 15 or 16. It would create constant health hazard to her. Her education would stop. On top of all, her marriage against her will might shatter her future dream. At one stage, Taramia's father stood up and tried to argue. You are all making mistakes. Lipi would be very happy if she got married with Taramia. She would have everything, money, clothes, home and status in the society. Why are you trying to deprive her of this opportunity? But no, the big majority who attended the meeting supported the head teacher. Lipi's marriage was called off. She is now studying at Carmichael College, Rangpur. Dear learners, you listened my story, the story of Lipi. And I think in the meantime you have read the story from a textbook. But today I will give you an assignment. In the meantime we have supplied a assignment to you, the subject of Bangla, English and another grouping subject for the group of science, that is chemistry, and for the students of commerce, Babsha Udyog, and also another history for the students of arts. Dear learners, so now I will write how can we fill up the story of that means the assignment. So according to the story of Lipi, I here write another story of a story, and it will be your assignment. Okay, dear learners, look at the blackboard. Nila, a young girl of 14, reads in class 9. Actually, this is sample. This is not a real assignment. I just write here the sample. You find in your assignment. Okay. Okay. I think you understand. Nila is a young girl of 14 reads in class 9. Okay, reads in class 9. She had a dream. She had a dream to support her family, but on her way to school, a boy named Alam tried to tease her, but she didn't trust it. Rather ... Here, that means you have to complete the story. How can you complete the story? Here a story of Nila, but I will tell you the story of Lipi. But here the story of Nila. Actually, there's two stories are not same, are not similar. You have to write another story here as just like a completing story. Okay, but you can find it in your textbook, but you have to write it in own experience, own creativity. Okay, my dear learners. So how can you write? I can write here. I can tell some sample here. Suppose you can write here. Rather, she tried hard to realize him that she wanted to be an educated girl and also support her family economically. And it is not possible for her to marry him at this time because she was early age. On the other hand, the boy Alam did not listen to him. He again and again tried to propose him to marry him. But after a few weeks, one day Nila refused her proposal. For this reason, Alam decided to throw acid to her, and she did it. In the meantime, Nila hurt very severely herself, and she told his family, and his father took a search against Alam, and the police came to Alam and arrested him and sent him to jail. Thus here, actually in our assignment here, write the 10. You have to complete the story with new 10 sentence. Okay. So I also told here the story. How can you complete the story, the Nila? So I think you listen my story, and you have, I think you will try to write it your assignment. It will be easier to you if you listen to my lecture. Okay, dear learners, for actually I wanted to tell you that you have to complete the story within new 10 sentences. So if the sentences will be 12 or 13, it's no problem. And if you think that your story will be more than 12 or 13 or 15 sentences, that time you can connect the sentence using and, but, or, yet. That means connectors. You can use connectors with to connect one sentence with another sentence. That time the number of sentences will be lessened. So I think it is clear to you. That's for the today. Thank you everybody. Thank you all. Allah Hafiz.